Alright, so today we have a 2013 Chevy Camaro. Another Camaro, funny enough. So this guy, hold on, throw these gloves on. I'm gonna be doing an alternator on it, as well as a trunk latch, because the trunk latch stopped working on. So first things first, let me get this thing up on some ramps, because I have to go underneath to get the bottom two bolts. Well, I don't have to, but for the sake of the video and y'all being able to see. So I started it up earlier, let it run, because he was saying that he thought it was the battery, but this alternator is actually overcharging his system a bit. It's causing actually, I believe, a few weird electrical issues, like his radio will go in and out, things like that. So if you look here, at 15.0. So once we put once it actually revs down, it was at like 15.5 earlier, and that's a bit much for an alternator to be putting out. So it's looking like his voltage regulator on the alternator went out, and you'll see once, see, it's shooting up slowly. You get the point. And you'll see once I'm done, that number will be around 14.5. Actually, let's take this out. So first things first, it's gonna be unhooking this negative cable on the battery. Whenever you're doing anything electrical, that's the first thing you want to do. So that way you're not arcing nothing. Ask me how I know. Whenever I say that, that means I've learned from experience the hard way. So let's see. I grab my creeper. And some light. Alrighty, so what we're after first, hold on. So this is the alternator right here. We're going to pop these two 15mm bolts, but after, it's got to get a 1/2" ratchet for the tensioner there. And then there's one up top that I have to get to. And yeah, it's just those three, and she'll pop right out. Then it's an electrical connector on the back, as well as the battery post. It's pretty cold out here today. It's like 35, I think, right now. But can't stop, you know. So we'll sneak this back in here. See if I can sneak my arm up here. Alright. And I'm just breaking these free. I'm not gonna take them out yet, because I still have to get the tensioner and the belt. Cool. Should have just brought this ratchet down here with me. Might have forgotten, tried to cover it up, but it's all good. Let's see. So okay, so you want to turn this clockwise as if you're tightening it, and that will get the tension off to where you can then pull it off of pulley, then release that tension. I'll just hold it there. So now we can get that off of the belt, or sorry, the alternator. And then, let's see. Should be able to see. There ain't much room behind it. Nah, I'm just do with this. And then it's a nut, a 15mm nut up top that I have to get as well. I do believe this one's a bit longer. Yep, so this is the one furthest back. This is the furthest back one. This is the one closest towards the front. Now, up here, I'll grab my light. Let me actually take this air box off. So we can see a little something. And this is just two 8mm. And this hose clamp, or sorry, this hose will slip right off. Pull that like so. Sometimes you gotta persuade them a little bit. Boom. So, the third and final one is right here. Not sure if y'all can see it, but I will get my socket and put it over it. So that's on there now. And we can take our ratchet. Then we're gonna break it by hand first. And having a swivel socket does help for sure. I just want to make sure it's not gonna get caught on that computer. But if need be, I could take that out. Like so. Hold on, let me see. I try to have to avoid taking that out. You really don't need to. Oh yeah, that should come out. this, just spin this off with the socket. Boom. So now we want to just slide it off the studs towards the passenger side, but there's one clip that you want to get off for this harness here. It's right, that guy down in there. So you just want to get under it. Just pry right out with the trim removal tool. The long reach one helps for sure. So now we can take the alternator and get it off that stud. Let's see. There we are. So now you come here, flip it on his back like that. So first things first, got that connector there. Those clips sometimes like to get stuck, so what I normally do is just grab some pliers like this. That way you can get enough leverage to hit that clip like that. You just want to wiggle it out. It's nice and smooth. Don't want to pull too hard. And that side of there. And this nut should be a 12 or a 13, depending on if this was done before or not. Let's see. So it's 13. And then we will grab our impact, zip that off, and the alternator's out. Boom. That's off, the nut there. And the alternator will slide out like so. Oops. Go this way. Went to the right of this little radiator hose there. Boom. So now this looks like the factory one here. It's a 13, so I mean, what, 12 years out this joint? Can't be mad, can't be mad. Alright, cool. Alrighty, so got the fresh alternator here. This is a reman unit. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and reassemble everything. So first, just gonna be literally in reverse order of I'm gonna have to step over here. Okay, it's over the stud, so we can see. Where did I place the top nut. On the bottom of the flashlight. So just get that loosely started by hand, and then I'll do the same for the bottom too. Make sure this camera not gonna slide. And remember, long one in the back, short one in the front. I bet. So short one here in the front hole. Threading in nice and smooth. And the long one in the back hole. I probably will edit this part out because this is boring. So off the alternator, off the crank, the belt is on there. Now we can go back in with the air box. Or the air tube, sorry. Bruh. Okay, and that should be everything. 9, there it goes. Yeah, it's in that, it's getting down to that acceptable range that we like to see. Cool. So that's looking good. So all we got left is this trunk latch, which is fairly straightforward. Put all this stuff away here. Actually, I just noticed that this is slipping. If you notice, there's a brief second when I spin it that the inside impeller is still moving when I stop it. Yeah, that's cooked.